I'd rather be kicked in the balls 9 times. 9! Yay! I saw the teaser trailer. I think the first time I saw the teaser trailer, there was like Coraline, you know, Tim Burton associated, same kind of thing. I thought it looked cool, you know, little potato sack people saving humanity. You know, it looked neat. Awesome. Awesome animation. And in a time where every single animated movie is in 3D, why wasn't this one in 3D? I'm not that big of a fan of 3D, but this would have been a good movie to see in 3D. And with all these movies that have been in 3D recently, and the 3D added absolutely nothing to it. G-Force, Ice Age 3, Monsters vs. Aliens, Coraline, Up. Although the 3D in some of those films were good, the 3D was really good in Monsters vs. Aliens, and Up, I didn't even notice that I saw it in 3D. But really, why wasn't this movie in 3D? I'm surprised it wasn't. To tell you the truth, I thought it was in 3D until, like, today when I looked at the showtimes and found out that it wasn't. There's a spider right there and I got it! Ow! Light bulb! Now it's in the sink. I got it. Those are very hot. Oh, anyway, I thought the movie looked cool. Saw it tonight. And I can't really just say like why I didn't like it. It's just a lot of certain things. Biggest problem. It is really, really rushed. It starts out with the birth of Nine. Of course it has like this little introduction to tell you what's going on. You know, humanity's dead. Basically, it's Terminator. You know, we built machines, the machines killed us, all humans are dead. Now little potato people are gonna save the world. So Nine is born, and he was walking outside, then he meets Two. They just like say a couple things to each other, no real friendship is born or anything. Then Two is taken by a robot, and then right away Nine's like, let's save him! It's really rushed, and none of the characters are developed. None of them aren't able to feel anything for any of these characters, because not only are they really not developed, no depth at all, we really know nothing about them, but they're just not very interesting either. I look at the cool designs of the characters look cool, but they don't really have any like special traits about them. They really aren't all that interesting as characters. To tell you the truth, they all kind of act the same. There's really nothing to them. But this is a movie that I would think would be character driven.
Clean the toilet.
You don't need to clean the toilet right now.
I won't. I'm just making sure there's some in
But it's really not, because like I said, these characters are pretty underwritten. Now, a lot of the movie's action. I would call this an action movie. It's PG-13, it's pretty dark, really gloomy. I like the tone of this movie. I like the look. I love the animation, like I said. But the animation is really the only thing that really fully worked for me. And some of the action is really cool. Some of it's pretty fun. But, you know, there's a lot of it, and after a while, there needs to be, like, more. And the fact that I just didn't give a crap about any of these characters, you know, I felt uninvolved in the action. You know, I don't care if they died or not. And this is a movie where, you know, spoiler if you may, but characters die. They try to make you feel sympathetic, and there's, you know, the sad music and all that. I didn't give a crap at all. I really didn't. I wanted to. But there was just nothing to the characters. No emotion or anything put into it. But action, for the most part, I felt uninvolved. Nothing for me to attach myself to. I was bored. I'll say it. I was bored. There was just nothing really interesting. Like, some of the action is really cool. There were a few scenes I really liked. A movie where, you know, the characters aren't really interesting. I don't care about the characters. And there really is not all that good of a plot. There's really just nothing for me to enjoy. There really isn't. There's really nothing to get me involved in what's going on. I kind of like the narrative style they were going for, with like just revealing what's really going on as the film progresses. But the depth of the story that they put in there is put in like near at the end. And most of the film is just like this one robot following them. And a lot of action. That's basically it. The story, you know, seems interesting near the end, but then the film's over. That's when they finally put some depth into it. We could have made a better story to this. You know, it seems cool. You know, they got these cool monster robot things, and the characters are cool. There's really cool design here. But there's just really not that good of a story. A movie that just like looks really cool. It looks like something you've never seen before. You've basically seen this before. And you've seen it better. The voiceovers go, they were okay. John C. Reilly was a weird choice. Jennifer Connelly was a really weird choice. She doesn't really have all that recognizable of a voice. I don't know why they would have to find the need to have her in it. But John C. Reilly was okay, but there were like some emotional scenes where he was like yelling. It was like, ah! It seemed like more comical. Overall, this movie looks awesome, but Overall, this movie looks awesome, But it's just a pretty empty film. I would say skip it. Overall, I'm going to give 9. Not a 9 out of 10, but I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10.